Brewers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Dustin May. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That one to first. He gets there with the slide. And very nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with the righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
That's a tough location there. Slightly elevated, below the hands on the inside corner of the plate. You swing at that, you're hitting it with your fists.
Out towards right center field. Walker takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting third, second.
This is Bryce Terang. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here in St. Louis, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Shane Drowan. What do you have on him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Dunks one down, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Fastball for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boo. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That misses. Full count now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs,
can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and everyone's safe. They're loaded.
We all know that that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning. In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Line to right, base hit. One runs in. Here's the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Church. 2 on, 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first
That
and
pitch
third.
is in. Ball
And
four.
they're all loaded up. Alec Burleson now at the plate. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers nothing. This is Brewers back here in Busch Stadium. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, William Contreras.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. On the ground, right side, and that's a fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Now here's Jake Bauers. That one finds the zone. 2-2. Contreras gets his lead at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
One out man at first. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Payoff pitch. And there's a base hit to left. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Right fielder, Sal Frelick.
So up next, Sal Frelick. And a 1-1. Two on, one out. And that's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's the shortstop.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. All loaded up here at the top of the second. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton.
That's a ball.
The 2-1 is high.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
There's a line drive to left field. And that's the third out. Brewers leave them loaded. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Jarred Koenig, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. J.J. Weatherholt, the next to hit. And now it's even up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. This one in the air right field. And it drops in. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
For the Cardinals, right fielder
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Here's a 2-1. Swings and misses. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game.
Shock out, explode like lava. Screw up your face cause the baseline darker. Bounce on the beat, my father.
Back here in St. Louis, top half of the 3rd inning, Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. The 2-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And he grounds one to the right side. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Up next for Milwaukee, left fielder Jackson Chourio.
Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2-2 on the way. On the ground to the left. Win. Over to first.
Got him.
First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for Milwaukee, second baseman Bryce Terang.
Down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And that misses. 2-1. Two down, nobody on. And he boots it.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's William Contreras. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Left field. That was foul, and he'll see another. Quick move to first, and he dives back in safely. Here's the 2-2. Now there's a bullet down the line, and it stays fair. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So runner at second, 2 down. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Jared Koenig.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Digging in, Nelson Velasquez. Koenig, a 6'5" lefty. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one lifted to left. Chorio on the move. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
So digging in, Jose Fermin. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. On the ground,
that's foul.
And that's just foul. Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Here's a 1-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Fair ball. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder
Nathan Church digs in now. The 1-1. Runner on the go. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air to left center. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Brewers 1. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the top of the 4th. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's a 2-2. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2. We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Sal Frelick will hit next.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one fouled off.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
In the air to left center. Velasquez coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
Third baseman David Hamilton.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. In the air, center field. Church has a beat on it. And that is that. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 2-2 game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Next offering is fouled back. And now 2-2. Got him. 1 gone here. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. 1-1 now. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jared Koenig will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Trevor McGill.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Next to hit, J.J. Weatherholt.
Second baseman J.J. Weatherholt.
So now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And they'll do it again.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
That's ball 3.
That misses the zone. Full count now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Ryan Fernandez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here comes Christian Yelich. Checks the swing. Appeal down to third, and he held up. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it's out of reach after the slow first step. The throw in. The tag.
Got him. That's an out.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Chourio. Ball to strike.
Ball.
Late with the swing there. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Got him swinging.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
That's a ball.
And that
That's
one
ball
missing
3.
low. William Contreras in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Two down, nobody on, and it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Comes a 2-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one down.
Up next, the Cardinals. Right fielder,
Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trevor McGill won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Brandon Sproat on to pitch here.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Nelson Velasquez, the next to hit. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Score remains 2-2.
I like to hold hands. Yeah, I like to a big dance. I like to fall in love with you every.
Back here at Busch Stadium. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. William Contreras will hit next.
Catcher, William Contreras.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Relay to second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next to hit, Jake Bauers. Here's a 1-1. The Brewers with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the sixth. That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, no outs. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Contreras at second. Bauers on at first with nobody out. That's in there. 2-2. In the air, left field, Velasquez moving under this one. He's got it.
Up next for Milwaukee, right fielder, Sal Freeland.
Go-ahead run on base. Sal Frelick digs in now.
Got the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
That's in there. That's strike two.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Oh, that's inside.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Pulls it down, and there are two away. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. Milwaukee leads one, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Well, we go bottom six, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Fermin. To third. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason
Wynn getting ready to hit. Spro, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2023.
Ball two.
Movement in the bullpen, Grant Anderson. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Patrick also getting ready. The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals. That one's in there, and the count is 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
At the plate, Alec Burleson. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. That one lifted to left. Chourio should have this one. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, JoJo Romero. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Now it's the shortstop.
For the Brewers, shortstop, number 12.
Here's a 1-1. In the air, right side. Walker on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman.
So up next, David Hamilton. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch inside. And a count 2-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Matt Swanson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Soriano getting loose as well. That one outside. And the count is 3-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 3-1. And he walked it. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Going. Gone. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 4-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss, and the count is even 2-2. And now
Ball
it's 3-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
On the ground. Fires to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now 4-2. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Grant Anderson. He last pitched 2 days ago. Pedro Pajes now at the plate.
You know, these Cardinals looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
1 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Back to the top of the order, J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. Ball to strike. The pitch. That's to third. Throw to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now the DH, Ivan Herrera. Pitch misses. Ball 3.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder.
So digging in, Jordan Walker. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Way out front for strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The tying run at the plate. That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Play made, that ends the inning. The Cards leave one, still down by a count of 4-2.
Rolling down the highway, get on board. Down the Mississippi Valley, starting in the north.
Back here in St. Louis, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
The 1-1. Right side, Weatherholt. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jojo Romero gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. George Soriano gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Here's a 1-1. And that's down and away. Line drive to short and caught. Gone in order are the Brewers as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nelson Velasquez. That misses. 3 balls and a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Got him swinging. 1 away.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Jose Fermin next up for the Cardinals. And a foul ball. The 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Freeland under it. Takes it in for the out. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Grant Anderson won't go any further tonight. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Chad Patrick.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Now here is Mason Wynn. Falling behind 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses, struck him out. Redbirds down quietly. They trail it here 4-2. here in St. Louis. All set to start the ninth in this one. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Weatherholt gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman David Hamilton.
One out man at first. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Ball to strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. Check swing called strike. And now 2-2. This one smacked out to left center. Base hit. Coming around third is Frelick. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Two on, one out. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work.
So a lefty out of the pen, Justin Brewer. He's been so good against lefties. Bryce Terang, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Ball.
The 2-1. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first.
He's out.
And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's 5-2. It's an NL Central. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Abner Uribe.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The 1-2. On the ground, out to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So a man at first. Alec Burleson, the next to hit. There's a strike.
2.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's full.